live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening and welcome to the National News broadcast, bringing to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. We are ready to bring you the top stories at home and around the world. I am Charlie Prarachi.
And wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. I'm Kasuni Balachandra Adhikari. We start off with a look at your headlines for tonight.
People around the world celebrate marvelous Christmas marking the birth of Jesus Christ. His Holiness Pope invites the world leaders to enter into Peace Avenue, ending the conflicts. Celebrations in Bethlehem is confined to Christmas Mass. The President in his Christmas message pledges his commitment to create a rich country and a beautiful life. Common amnesty was offered to 389 prisoners. The increased Aswasuma allowances will be paid from January. The Health Minister stresses that future activities of health will be carried out under a permanent plan, not according to the will of the political authority. Azerbaijan aircraft crashed into Kazakhstan. Over 40 persons are suspected to be killed.
And we move on to those and other stories in detail in your top local story tonight. Today is the marvelous Christmas Day in which millions of Christians world over respectively memorize the birth of Jesus Christ as the Prince of Peace.
And Christians throughout the globe, including Sri Lanka, have joined joyously and enthusiastically to celebrate Christmas.
Christians believe that the Jesus Christ came to this world to save the mankind from the servitude and evil, offering love, compassion and kindness to entire humanity. Jesus Christ brought the message of fraternity and peace to the world. By sending his Son to this world, the God expected to enliven the values of heaven in the globe again. Christmas is the point that joins divinity and humanity together. Jesus Christ was born in a crib, and it is significant that each household and church, a crib is created to memorize the simplicity of his birth. Christians world over today celebrates marvelous Christmas based on love and peace pointed out by the Jesus Christ. The main Christmas Mass was held in St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican under the patronage of His Holiness Pope Francis. Delivering the sermon, the Pope said that the story of Jesus' birth as a son of a poor carpenter make an immense influence to entire mankind and the world. At the Christmas celebration at the St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican, the 2025 Catholic Holy Year was also launched. The theme of the Holy Year is to focus attention for the quality. All should be committed to give up conventional attitudes and laziness. People should also be dedicated to change the world by casting away the old offences and having courage to go forward. The Catholic Holy Year is also considered as a Jubilee year and the period to achieve peace and extending forgiveness. In Bethlehem, which is considered as the birthplace of Jesus Christ, there were no celebrations for this Christmas. It was due to the Israel-Palestine conflict that started 2 years ago. In this area, traditional Christmas masses and sermons were held amidst heavy security without illuminations or Christmas decorations. The main Christmas Mass of the Colombo Mission was held last night at Our Lady of Sorrows Church in Jayala under the patronage of Archbishop of Colombo, His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit. Archbishop of Colombo, His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit said that value of each human being is based on the divine quality. The Archbishop said that the God has created people and blown the breath of life. His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit said that therefore humanity has been vested with a priceless value by the God.
And meanwhile, on Christmas Day, Pope Francis called for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, as well as for the release of hostages, adding aid to be given to the people worn out by hunger and by war.
The Pontiff was speaking during his Urbi et Orbi message at the front of St. Peter's Square in the Vatican. Turning to the situation around the world, Pope Francis called for the sound of arms to be silenced in the Middle East. The Pope said in contemplating the crypt of Bethlehem, he thinks of the Christian communities in Israel and Palestine, particularly in Gaza, where the humanitarian situation is extremely grave. The Pope continued, may there be a ceasefire, may the hostages be released and aid be given to the people worn out by hunger and by war. He expresses his closeness to the Christian community in Lebanon, especially in the south, and to that in Syria at this most delicate time. Pope Francis also called for the sound of arms be silenced in war-torn Ukraine, which was suffered a full-scale invasion by Russia in 2022. Pope Francis then turned to the conflicts affecting the continent of Africa.
And President Anand College invites all communities in the country to unite and stand together for the future of the country at this dawn of Christmas. Issuing a message for this Christmas, President asked the people to celebrate Christmas in fruitful manner, disregarding all petty differences. The President said in his Christmas message that today, as a nation, we stand at a pivotal moment, united in our shared commitment to the future. The President said that we are witnessing the dawn of a new era for our country, one illuminated by the message of love and unity brought by Jesus Christ. He added that transforming our nation into a land where peace resides and divisions are replaced by mutual understanding is a journey we are on together. He also said that Jesus Christ's life rooted in the pursuit of human freedom and justice serves as enduring inspirations for our work today. He further said that Sri Lanka stands as a crossroad requiring a transformative social revival. This is a call for a collective national renewal, a shift towards a just, compassionate and equitable society. He stressed that it is a moment for us to unite, acting with determination, resilience and courage to achieve the shared vision of a prosperous nation and fulfilling lives for all. He said that although society often compels us towards selfish competition, let us embrace the virtues of humanity in Christmas with empathy, respect for equality, fraternity and coexistence. The President added that by fostering these values, we can work towards a society that thrives on mutual care and collective joy. The President further says in this Christmas message that this Christmas, let us pledge to build a strong, stable economy, ensure social justice and uphold a political culture rooted in democracy and integrity. The President said that together, with firm resolve, we can create a beautiful nation filled with humanity and freedom.
Prime Minister Dr. Hania Amarasuriya also issued a Christmas message. The Premier stated in her message that as we celebrate this joyous season, let us take a moment to reflect on the true essence of Christmas: togetherness, gratitude and peace. She added that in this time of transition and rebuilding for our nation, the importance of spending quality time with family and friends cannot be overstated. She further said that coming together, sharing meals and supporting one another strengthens not only our bonds but also our resilience. These moments remind us that building a healthy community and a strong nation begins at home. The Premier said, we also acknowledge those who cannot be with their loved ones during this festive season. To those working far from home, both within our country and overseas, to support their families, and to the essential service workers who sustain our communities, thank you. The Premier said that as we celebrate, let us carry in our hearts the hope for peace in a world troubled by ongoing conflicts, where countless civilians, including many children, are being killed. Christmas reminds reminds us to reflect, forgive and reconcile values that inspire us to seek harmony within our families, communities and the wider world. She added that while we revel in the festivities, let us also prioritize safety. Let us take care of ourselves and others by staying vigilant and making responsible choices. The Prime Minister further says in her Christmas message that may this season inspire us to nurture connections, build resilience and commit to unity and understanding.
In his Christmas message, opposition leader Sajid Premadasa said that all people should get together on behalf of the country, realizing the true meaning of Christmas. His love, compassion, coexistence and empathy displayed by the Jesus Christ have led to make our society a disciplined one. The opposition leader further says that in his Christmas message, therefore, the time has come for all to survive towards one as a group.
The Archbishop of Colombo, His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit, says that security in Christian and Catholic churches has been beefed up on the Christmas day. The Archbishop said that he is grateful to the government in this connection. Lunch was provided to poor people at each church today. Archbishop His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit also joined to provide lunch to poor people at the St. Anne's Church at Kochikade in Kotahena today. Archbishop of Colombo, His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit, said that all attempts will be made to provide support for poor people. The Archbishop said that the government has provided full security for each of our churches in the country. His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit said that therefore he is very grateful to the government in this connection.
And Christians world over today celebrated Christmas in a grand manner, memorizing the birth of Jesus Christ, even amidst the situation in the Middle East and Europe. Many celebrations were held in New Zealand. Roads in the Auckland city have been decorated and adorned with colourful bulbs and other decorations. People in Australia also celebrated the marvellous Christmas. Many cities including Sydney and Melbourne have been illuminated in grand manner. Streets in Shanghai in China has also been decorated beautifully. Concerts, musical shows and many other events have been organized there. Japan has also organized many Christmas celebrations. Capital Tokyo has been beautified with Christmas trees and various decorations. Capital Bangkok in Thailand is a highly attractive destination for foreign tourists. Special celebrations and numerous carnivals were held in Bangkok. In some festivals, people use artificial snow in merrymaking. Another place of Christmas celebrations held was Kuala Lumpur, capital in Malaysia. Many concerts and programs have been organized there. People used artificial snow to decorate a famous trade complex in the Christmas Eve. Many towns in India also celebrated Christmas today. Streets in Mumbai have been illuminated beautifully with electric bulbs and lanterns. Middle East countries like Syria and Iran, despite their conflict situations, celebrated Christmas in a grand manner. Disregarding the harsh chilly weather in European countries, people celebrated Christmas enthusiastically. Christmas carols and concerts have been included in the celebrations held in Moscow in Russia. Despite the war against Russia, Ukraine also celebrated Christmas in simple manner. Both children and elders clad with traditional dress participated at a Christmas ceremony in Lviv. Many Christmas celebrations were held in Germany as well. Capital Paris in France also been decorated with innovative styles. This is the way how the London city in United Kingdom has been decorated for Christmas. Sri Lankans living in Israel also joined the Christmas celebrations held at Jerusalem, where the Jesus' birth took place. Sri Lanka devotees engaged in prayers in Sri Lankan identity. Over 700,000 Sri Lankans living in Israel, Sri Lanka ambassador to Israel Demal Bandara and several others were also present at this occasion.
The revised Asvasuma welfare payment scheme has been gazetted under the guidance of President Andrew Kumar Dissanayake. Accordingly, the 8,500 rupee allowance paid to needy families has also been increased up to 10,000 rupees. The allowance paid for extremely poor has been increased up to 17,500 rupees. Accordingly, 960,000 needy families and 480,000 extremely poor families will have the benefit of the increased allowances from January next year up until June 2026. 5,000 rupees Asvasum allowance for the transition category is to be paid from January to March next year. The Asvasum allowance for the vulnerable families will only be paid from January to December next year. The appeal submitted by the families who have not yet been paid the allowance due to various reasons are being examined at present. Such families will also be paid the allowance until the 31st of December, considering their qualifications.
And meanwhile, the remains of veteran singer late Priya Surya Sena were brought to his residence at Gangudavilla this morning. Final rites are to be conducted at the Morala General Cemetery premises on the 27th of this month. He was undergoing a brief illness and passed away at the age of 80 years. A large crowds, including artists, are coming to his residence to pay their last respect to the late singer. He is a singer who has contributed a large number of attractive songs to the Sri Lankan arts field. He was very popular as a classic singer in Sri Lanka and foreign countries, as well as he had innovative ability to sing love songs and the songs of separation in a very heartfelt manner. He was also marked his popularity as a background singer in films. His remains will be placed at the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation premises from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow for the public to pay their last respects. And meanwhile, Health Minister Dr. Nalinda Jadis said that the future activities of the health service should be conducted according to the permanent plan of the Health Ministry, but not according to the will of the political authority.
The minister stresses that full force should be utilized to enhance the primary health service in order to, rather, for a quality transformation of the health service. The minister made these remarks participating in a conference of heads of all health institutions island-wide. This conference was held at the National Blood Transfusion Centre with the aim of identifying problems of hospitals and health centres island-wide and to find solutions for them immediately. The minister also enlightened the top officials regarding the future vision of the new government. The minister further said that attention has been focused to establish a project management unit which has the capacity of jointly functioning all projects implemented by both the central government and the provincial councils. Health Minister Dr. Anand College has said that the government is to implement health policy or a program that is consistent for a period of time. He said that it should not be changed when the minister of the government is changed. He added that we expect a certain qualitative transformation in the health service and that the government has taken heavy impact to strengthen the primary health system in Sri Lanka. He also said that the problems in pharmaceuticals should be solved without any delay. Dr. Anand College has said that the 4 entities concerned in medicine, namely NMRA, SPC, SPMC and NST, should work collectively with conformity. He said that these 4 bodies should take the responsibility of providing quality medicine to people. Health Minister says that the government has planned to establish an innovative, efficient and confidential postal service. And he also made these remarks inspecting the activities and future plans of the postal headquarters. Addressing the gathering, the minister stated that the aim of the postal department is to provide maximum satisfactory service to the public, utilizing modern technology. Meanwhile, a meeting with representatives of all postal trade unions was also held under the patronage of the Health Minister at the Ministry Auditorium. They focused attention on the professional problems faced by postal workers, and Secretary to the Ministry of Health and Mass Media Consultant Dr. Anuja Singer and several others were present at this occasion.
And meanwhile, 389 prisoners have been released under presidential pardon in line with the Christmas. The President has been vested with the powers of common amnesty to release prison inmates under the 34th clause of the Constitution. Accordingly, a prisoner will be entitled to a pardon for a week per year and the scheduled fine will also be cancelled. Accordingly, 48 inmates of the Mahara prison, 45 of the Variable prison, 41 of Valikadu prison and 12 from Kegol prison and 11 inmates in particular prison have received presidential pardon today.
And here's few more local news items in brief. Under the government's program to distribute fertilizer subsidy, a stock of potash fertilizer was distributed amongst farmers in Hinguragoda yesterday. 3,750 kilograms of fertilizer were distributed amongst 250 farmers. The candidates who followed various courses at the National Labour Studies Institute were provided with certificates yesterday under the patronage of Minister Professor Anand Janta at the BMICH in Colombo. 600 diploma holders and certificate course followers received certificates at this ceremony. Police has started a special operation with the aim of minimizing road accidents during the festive season. It has been implemented under the guidance of Acting IGP. Police Media Division said that legal actions have been taken against 8,500 drivers who violated road traffic rules. In line with this operation, vehicles including passenger transport buses were checked at the Bentara Bridge today. Police also educated the public on preventing road accidents and transport of narcotics. Director General of the Zoological Department Ranjan Marasinga says that issuing tickets in the zoological gardens will be carried out online from tomorrow. He made this remark inspecting the first display of the 2 Bengali tigers at the Pinnavala Open Zoological Gardens.
And Christmas masses and many celebrations have been organized in many areas in the island to mark the Christmas today. Foreign tourists in the Dikwal and Hirikati tourism zones have celebrated Christmas in a grand manner following the dawn of Christmas this morning. A special mass was held at the All Saints Church in Borella. This was the way how the foreigners in the Unavatuna area in Gaul welcomed the Christmas. A Christmas carol concert was held at the St. Mary's Church in Badulla. A Christmas carol concert was also held at the Archive International premises in Colombo. A traditional group of players was also present at this occasion. A beautiful dummy of a Christmas tree has been created using cascading lights raised at the public premises in Valgama in Bandaragama. A mass was delivered at the St. Ignatius Church in Ampara. A large crowd had gathered to the Christmas Mass early this morning held at the St. Mary's Church in Putlam. A large crowd was also present at the Mass in St. Anne's Church at Rambukulam in Vaunia. The Christmas Mass at the Holy Cross Church in Haddon was also held this morning. A group of students of the CWW Kanangura Primary School in Mineria, Hinguragoda, has also organized a Christmas festival. A large number of Christians living in the area were present at this occasion. Christmas Mass at the John Church in particular was held early this morning. A Christmas carol concert was also held at the Parliament complex recently. A special mass has been organized at the Kochikade Church in Colombo last night.
Anand College in Colombo became the overall champions of the third SAM International Tournament organised by the Lucknow CMS in India. The winning team arrived in the island this morning. The Anand College team became the overall champions, defeating 46 schools. They competed the tournament under 8 categories. Quiz, drama, master arts and many other events were included in this tournament. And in addition, they won the award for well-adjusted team. Foreign news on the other side of this break.
Share the love, share the joy and fun
with everyone.
Season's greetings for a joyous Christmas.
Terima kasih. Fantamai.
Welcome back with international stories. And a passenger plane flying from Azerbaijan to Russia with 69 people on board has crashed near the city of Aktun in Kazakhstan. Azerbaijan Airlines flight J28243 caught fire as it attempted to make an emergency landing near the Kazakh city of Aktau. The airlines told that the plane was en route to Grozny in Russia, but it was diverted due to fog. Footage shows that the aircraft heading towards the ground at high speed with its landing gear down before bursting into flames as it lands. The airline said that the plane made an emergency landing about 3 kilometers from Aktau.
Japan's popular car makers Honda and Nissan are planning a merger which would create the world's third largest car maker as the industry pivots away from fossil fuels. The company's two presidents, Toshihiro Maibe of Honda and Makoto Uchida of Nissan, signed a memorandum of understanding on Monday, projecting the establishment of a holding company by August 2026, which could potentially position them third in the market after Toyota and Volkswagen. Honda, which is currently the Japan's second largest car maker, is widely viewed as the only national partner which is able to rescue Nissan, which has struggled since former chairman was arrested on charges of fraud and misuse of company assets in 2018. Honda, currently valued at more than $40 billion, would initially lead the new management of the merged entity. The merger, which would include Mitsubishi, of which Nissan is the biggest shareholder, would allow all three companies to share resources against other electric vehicle competitors as well.
Terima kasih. Fantamai.
And in your sports news tonight, Sri Lanka cricket team has only 2 more matches to be played this year.
And they are the T20 matches that will be played against New Zealand and the team on the 28th and 30th of this month. It is significant that members of Sri Lanka women's and men's teams are among the first 10 of the ICC player rankings. Kamidu Mendes, who won the ICC Player of the Month award twice, is at the 6th place in ICC Test Batsman ranking with 759 points. Joe Root is on the top of the list with 895 points. Pathum Nishankar is in the 10th place of the ICC ODI batsman ranking and Charita Zalanka is at the 11th place. Pakistan batsman Babar Azam is on the top of the list. Pathum Nishankar is also the 10th place of the T20 batsman ranking with 672 points. Kusal Bendis is at the 11th place with 620 124 points. Australian batsman Travis Head is on the top of the list. In ODI bowling, Mahesh Deekshana has secured the 6th place in ICC rankings with 650 points. Wanindu Hasaranga is in the 3rd place with 696 points. In Test bowling, Prabhat Jayasuriya has secured the 8th place with 768 points. Wanindu Hasaranga has also secured the 5th place of the all-rounder players list of the ICC rankings in T20 matches with 209 points. Meanwhile, captain of the Sri Lanka T20 women's team Chamaru Antapattu is among the first 10 players of ODI matches. She is the 3rd place with 733 points. As the all-rounder, she is in the 9th place with 272 points. In the women's batting rankings, Chamaru is at the 8th place with 670 points, and in T20 all-rounders, Chamaru is also in the 5th place. That we conclude tonight news. Do it just tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Charita signing off with Khasuni. Stay safe. Good night.
Good night.